Hello ladies and gents, I am DK86 and welcome to this video. So the Xbox One S launched and is sold out pretty much everywhere. It's smaller, faster, better looking and generally a much better console. In this video I'm going to be looking at the new features of the Xbox One S, whether or not you should buy one, and also looking into this performance upgrade. So first things first, the Xbox One S is 40% smaller than its predecessor. It's also lighter and quite a bit more power efficient. Speaking of power, the power supply is now integrated into the console, so there's no more bulky power brick to worry about. You can stand the console horizontally or vertically, which is a nice touch. It also comes with a vertical stand included in the box. Overall, I think it's a beautiful machine with a really clean look. I really like it, especially the robot white colour that they've gone for. Speaking of looks, the controller looks pretty much the same as a regular Xbox One controller, but now has a better textured feel to the back of it to enhance grip. They have also added a Bluetooth radio to the controller so you can easily use it for PC gaming. Microsoft also noted that they have modified the thumbsticks for reduced levels of wear, an issue that I didn't know of anyone having in the first place. Now let's talk about the internals. Microsoft has replaced the old 28nm processor with a new 16nm FinFET chip, meaning reduced power draw and heat. This process shrink required Microsoft to retool the entire architecture of the console. So it's now 4K UHD enabled with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 60Hz. They have also added HDR to gaming and video. This is utilized by 4K UHD Blu-rays which are now coming to the market, Netflix 4K, games, and also other video streaming apps in the future. HDR games are limited right now, but they're coming with the likes of Forza Horizon 3 and Gears of War 4, and from what we've seen, it looks like it'll be great. So now you may be asking how the new Xbox One S is capable of all this 4K video and HDR gaming. Well, that's a good question and I'll answer it for you. Looking at the table on screen now, you can see that the Xbox One S has had an upgrade to its GPU. It's a 16nm FinFET processor running at 914MHz up from the original 853MHz. This in turn increases the ESRAM bandwidth to 219GB a second from 204GB per second, resulting in a higher compute performance of 1.4 teraflops, which replaces the 1.31 teraflops of the original Xbox, a gain of 0.09 teraflops. This is a 7.1% increase from the original Xbox One, and the reason behind it was for the 4K upscaling and HDR. But interestingly, Microsoft did not lock this GPU boost down to just the new features, they enabled it for all applications including games. This means that games with unlocked frame rates or dynamic resolutions will run better on the Xbox One. Some websites have been testing this and have found that with certain games the improvement in gaming performance can be as high as 11%, which can make a big difference when playing a game that has the occasional stutter on the original Xbox One. Some games do get a boost in frame rates and dynamic resolution games stay at a higher native resolution for longer. Overall, the Xbox One S is a much more refined console, boasting 4K HDR video and upscaled gaming, providing a smoother gaming experience in games that can utilize the extra horsepower whilst drawing up to 40% less power from the wall. So is it all sunshine and rainbows with the Xbox One S? No. Looking at a test that Eurogamer did on noise levels, the Xbox One S is slightly more noisy than the original Xbox One, 3 decibels more noisy. This isn't a big issue, but it's worth mentioning. However, I wouldn't worry about it as it's still up to 10 decibels quieter than a PlayStation 4. So finally, should you buy one? Well, I think you need to look at your own situation. Firstly, if you do not have an Xbox One already and you want one, then yes, buy an Xbox One S, especially if you have a 4K TV that supports HDR. If you already have an Xbox One, then I say the Xbox One S is a worthy upgrade, once again if you have a 4K TV that supports HDR. But saying that, if you have an Xbox One already, you may want to wait till the end of next year where Microsoft will be releasing the Project Scorpio Xbox One, which will be a much more powerful machine. If you can wait, then I'd say wait. But if you want to be able to play 4K Blu-rays and enjoy HDR video and gaming now, then take the plunge and buy an Xbox One S. I'll end this video off by quoting Eurogamer because I can't say it in a better way than they did. Combine that with a fresh look that clears out the final vestiges of Xbox One's disastrous set-top box aspirations, and then factor in an improved version of an already impressive controller, and the Xbox One S comes across as an excellent new hardware revision. Aside from being a touch louder, it's a substantial improvement over the original launch console in almost every way. It's still an Xbox One of course, so don't go expecting a radically refreshed piece of hardware, but it may well be the best console revision we've seen to date. The Xbox One is on sale for $399 in the US and £349 in the UK for the 2TB version. So yeah, that's about it from me. Please give this video a like, let me know in the comments what you think of the Xbox One S, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm DK86, bye!